Hello guys, welcome to yet another wonderful session of learning with Prepclass. My name is Tutor Olalekon Israel, your Prepclass English tutor, and I am super excited to have you join me in today's session of learning. Now in today's session, we will be answering question 36 to question 40 from the Jamb English 2016 past question. Remember, the purpose of this session is to help you prepare for your forthcoming Jamb examination. So, without wasting much time, kindly take a moment to subscribe to this channel, turn on the post notification so you can be notified whenever we upload any new content. Alright, let's begin. Now, for question 36 to 40, we have an instruction here, and the instruction reads: in each of the questions 36 to 40, choose the option opposite in meaning to the word or phrase in italics. In each of the questions 36 to 40, choose the option opposite in meaning to the word or phrase in italics. So we have to select the option that means the opposite of the word or phrase in italics. Question 36 reads: he won the election because he was able to carry his people with him. He won the election because he was able to carry his people with him. Now, the phrase in italics here is carry his people with him. So we have to select the option that is opposite in meaning to this phrase. Option A, go out with the people. Option B, have the support of the people. Option C, fail to provide the people transport. D, alienate his people. So, which of these options has the opposite meaning to carry his people with him? Now, when someone carries someone or people with them, when you carry someone or people with you or along, it means to involve people in a particular endeavor. So now, this man won the election because what? He involved his people in the election process. He carried them along, he carried them with him. So it means to involve people in a particular endeavor, to intrigue, affect other people and persuade them. So he was able to win the election because he was able to carry his people with him. He involved them in the election process. Now, the opposite of these in the options given is option D, alienate his people. So what we would have is, he won the election because he was able to alienate his people. Now, so alienate means to make someone feel isolated, to not involve, to make them feel isolated, to make someone feel that they are different and not part of a group. So the opposite in meaning to carry his people with him, which means to involve, is alienate his people, to isolate. So the answer is option D, alienate his people. This is the option with the opposite meaning to carry his people with him. Alright, moving on to the next question, question 37. Remember, we had to select the option that has the opposite meaning to the word or phrase in italics. Question 37 reads: it is generally believed that misers are not loved by many. It is generally believed that misers are not loved by many. The word in italics here is misers. So which option is the opposite in meaning to misers? Option A, spendthrifts. Option B, spenders. Option C, hoarders. Option D, thieves. Now, who is a miser? Now, a miser is a person who is reluctant to spend. A miser is a person who is reluctant to spend, sometimes to the point of foregoing even basic comforts and some necessities. Somebody who is called a miser would not spend on even the basic things of life, the necessities of life. The person is always reluctant to spend. A miser is a person who is reluctant to spend, sometimes to the point of foregoing even basic comforts and some necessities in order to hoard money and other possessions. A person who hoards wealth and spends as little money as possible. A miser spends as little money as possible. Now, the answer is option A, a spendthrift. Now, a spendthrift is a person who spends money in an extravagant and irresponsible way. A miser is somebody that hoards money and wealth, spends as little money as possible, somebody who is reluctant to spend. Whereas a spendthrift is a person who spends money in an extravagant and irresponsible way. Now, we have another close antonym to miser here, which is a spender. But the answer, the opposite in meaning to miser is not a spender. A spender is someone who spends money. This is not the opposite of miser. It is just a near antony. A spendthrift is a person who spends money in an extravagant and irresponsible way. A miser is a person who hoards wealth and spends as little money as possible. Now, a miser spends little money. A spendthrift spends wealth extravagantly. A spender is someone who spends money. This is not a bad thing. Until we say this person is a big spender, that would be a bad thing. That would actually be an opposite to being a miser. A spender is someone who just spends money. Now, option C, a hoarder. A hoarder is someone with a tendency to save everything. A person with a tendency to save everything, accumulating more and more. So, a hoarder is a kind of synonym to being a miser. A hoarder is somebody that doesn't want to spend as well. Always trying to save everything. You can't save everything. You need to get some necessities for yourself. Now, thieves, option D, is not the answer. Thieves are people that steal other people's properties. The opposite meaning to being a miser is a spendthrift. A miser is a person who spends as little money as possible. A spendthrift is a person who spends money in an extravagant and irresponsible way. So the answer is option A. Alright, moving on to the next question, question 38. Remember, we have to select the option that is the opposite meaning to the word in italics. Question 38 reads, politicians and holders of political appointments are generally assumed to be cunning. Politicians and holders of political appointments are generally assumed to be cunning. The word in italics here is cunning. So we have to select the option that is the opposite meaning to cunning. Option A, kind. Option B, straightforward. Option C, generous. Option D, shy. Now, someone who is cunning has the ability to achieve things in a clever way. Someone who is cunning has the ability to achieve things in a clever way, often by deceiving other people. So someone who is cunning would always deceive. Politicians and holders of political appointments are generally assumed to be cunning, always deceiving people to achieve their goals. Now, it is not option A, kind. Being kind refers to having a sympathetic or helpful nature. Always willing to help. Now, the answer is option B, straightforward. Being straightforward means to be uncomplicated and easy to do or understand. Being straightforward means to be uncomplicated and easy to do or understand. Now, the meaning that concerns us in this question is what? Straightforward, which means to be honest, to be truthful, to be frank. This is the opposite meaning to being cunning. When you are cunning, you deceive people. But when you are straightforward, you are honest, you are truthful, you are frank. It is not generous. Generous refers to showing a readiness to give more of something. A readiness to give more of something, especially money, than is strictly necessary or expected. It is not option D, shy. Shy means being nervous or timid in the company of other people, to be reserved, to be introverted. Now, the opposite in meaning to being cunning is being straightforward. You are honest, truthful, and frank. But when you are cunning, you are achieving things through deceit. Right. Moving on to the next question, question 39. Remember, we have to select the option that is the opposite in meaning to the word in italics. Question 39 reads, the chief was generous in his award of university scholarships. The chief was generous in his award of university scholarships. The word in italics here is generous. Option A, noble. Option B, considerate. Option C, liberal. Option D, mean. So which of these options is the opposite in meaning to being generous? Now, being generous refers to showing a readiness to give more of something, especially money, than is strictly necessary or expected. Always willing to give more. Liberal in giving or sharing. To be unselfish. Free from meanness or smallness of mind or character. To be magnanimous. The chief was unselfish in his award of university scholarship. He was liberal. He gave freely. He gave generously. He was magnanimous in his award of university scholarships. Now, it is not option A, noble. Noble means having or showing fine personal qualities or high moral principles. It is not considerate. Considerate is being polite and caring. Showing kindly awareness or regard for another's feelings, circumstances, etc. being polite and caring, showing kindly awareness or regard for another person's feelings. It is not liberal. Liberal means giving generously. This is synonymous to generous. The answer is option D, mean. Mean means to be penurious, to be stingy, not giving freely. When you are generous, you give freely. But when you are mean, you do not give freely. You do not give liberally or generously. So the opposite meaning to generous in this context is mean. Right. Moving on to the next question, question 40. Remember, we have to select the option that is opposite in meaning to the word in italics. Question 40 reads, many untrustworthy students give evasive answers to questions which they fully understand. Many untrustworthy students give evasive answers to questions which they fully understand. The word in italics here is evasive. So which option is opposite in meaning to evasive? Option A, direct. Option B, outspoken. Option C, simple. Option D, clever. Now, evasive means tending or seeking to evade. Tending or seeking to evade, avoiding the issue, not straightforward. Option A, direct. Direct means going straight to the point, to be frank, to be candid. Now, this is the answer to this question. If you are evasive, you are not straightforward. You are trying to avoid something, trying to play smart. But when you are direct, you go straight to the point. You are frank, you are candid. It is not outspoken. Outspoken means to be frank in stating one's opinions, especially if they are shocking or controversial. It is not simple. Simple means to be easily understood or done, presenting no difficulty. It is not clever. Clever means to be smart, to be brilliant and bright. The opposite of being evasive is being direct. When you are evasive, you are avoiding. You are not going straight. You are avoiding something. You are not straightforward. When you are direct, you go straight to the point. You are frank. You are candid. So, the option that is opposite in meaning to evasive is direct. Right. And with that, we've come to the end of this wonderful session. Please do not forget to subscribe to this channel. If you enjoyed this video, click on the like button. Do not forget to drop your questions in the comment section. Also, share this content with your friends and loved ones. Do not forget to turn on the post notification so you can be notified whenever we upload any new content. Thank you for your time. Enjoy the rest of